Grand Rising, everyone. I'm not really sure if anyone has made it in yet, but I'm going to give it a few minutes and then we're going to get started. I hope I'm not having any connection issues. Let me make sure before people start coming in. Can you see me, Unique? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Is everything clear? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, as I was saying, Grand Rising, thank you guys for being here. All four of you guys. I can now see um, how many people are in the chat. So, I really appreciate you guys' time today. Thank you all for being here with me. I do realize that you guys could be anywhere right now, but you're here with me, and I truly appreciate it. So, let's get started. You know, I gotta put my glasses on. Okay, so today it's doing that again. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router or moving close to it. My router is right next to me. Wow. Okay, let me see what's going on before I get to talking, you guys, because I don't know what's going on. Hi, G Mama. I'm definitely going to address everyone when I get a chance. It seems like my Wi-Fi is acting up. I'm not really sure. It keeps going in and out on my end. But anyway, Grand Rising, everyone. Thank you all for being here. See, it's doing it again. Can you guys? Because it's going black on my side, on my end. Okay. I don't have time for that today. So thank you guys for being here so very much. This is the first Wellness Wednesday, and there will be many, many more to come, of course. But I'm so excited. This has been something that I have been wanting to do for a while. I've been on different platforms before, and I've always tried to do the type of lives where I can, deliver messages that will motivate you all, and give you things to um, better your own self, better yourself, your life, your family, your career, just just a whole person. So before we get started, and actually what's the topic today, I just want to speak to everyone in the comments first. So we have Unique Bay here. Hey, baby. Thank you for being here. We have Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. We also have G Mama. Grand Rising, Battle Sis. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you all's support. We also have Fresh and Fire. Thank you for being here so very much. It seems like the live is pausing for a quick minute. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sitting right next to my modem, so I have no idea why it's doing that, but I will be sure to Make sure that everything is squared away for next time, next week when we come back and do this again. So let me get back to addressing everyone. Hi, Trista Natural. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so very much. I do. Hi, Black Guns and Gardens. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much for being here. So, as the title says, today starts the first Wednesday of March. So, this is the month that I decided to start doing Wellness Wednesday. Also, March is MS Awareness Month as well. Most of you guys know that I was diagnosed with MS back in 2020, and it is a daily part of my life. So I just want to give some recognition to this entire month of MS awareness. Of course, I will be speaking on exactly pertaining to MS, but they will coincide with some things that that I deal with MS. And that won't be today though. So that's to come. So as I was saying, today's is going to be a quick intro. So a brief explanation. I'm going to give you guys a brief explanation of what I plan to bring to this Wellness Wednesday, every Wednesday, right? Let me give you a background of me, a little bit of background, not a whole lot, because we don't have a lot of time. But one second, you guys. I am certified in plant-based nutrition. I've also got my certification in crystal healing. And I'm also a holistic health coach. Got my certification in that last year. So, with all these skills that I've, of course, invested in myself and invested in my education, it was not only to help me, but it was also so I can help others. So that is the whole point of this Wellness Wednesdays. And by the way, the Z stands for Zen, if most people are wondering what the Z stands for. That will be beneficial to our minds, our bodies, our souls. Hi, Nikki. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so very much. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for being here as well. I don't want to miss any of you guys coming in. Hi, Tamika. Thank you for being here as well. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Today won't be very long. Once again, this is just an introduction. I won't keep you guys long of what I will be. I know. Okay. I'm like, I know my phone is not ringing. Let me turn my ringer off. So, give you a little bit of background of me. Like I said, I do have proper certifications, and I did not get that education just for myself. I got it so I can also help others as well. As I've said before, I'm not perfect. I'm human. I'm just like you guys, but I have stepped out into this realm of healing, and I'm actively healing myself, and I would like to share some of that knowledge with others so that they can actively hear, so you guys can actively heal yourselves as well. So I'm just being led to check in with you guys. How's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday. I appreciate you guys being here. How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody doing? I have been out in the garden early this morning because I knew I had this live this morning. And I wanted to make sure that I had everything that was done before I sat down and actually had this conversation with you all. So let me know. Let me know how you guys are doing. What's your morning, what's your rising been looking like? How you feeling today? Um, this chat, this Wellness Wednesday is all about checking in with each other as well, right? As Nikki always says, be kind to each other because we're all going always, someone's always going through something, right? So I want to check in with you all. So I hope that everyone is well. And let's continue. I was looking to see if anyone had said any comments. Okay, great. Carrie says she's having a great morning. Good, Carrie. That's awesome. Very good. It's going to be very, very hot here today. So I'm so glad that I was able to get out into the garden and do what I needed to do. She said, I am well and pray that you be too. Thank you. It's cloudy and wet here. Not my favorite type of weather, but pushing through. That's right, sis. Keep on pushing. G Mama says, I'm sowing seeds and listening today. I'm okay. Thanks. That's all. That's all we can do is be okay, right? Nikki says, send me some heat. Yes, you can have it. I was saying yesterday, as I was in the garden, tending to my garden, I'm not ready for this heat. I'm not. So I'm trying to stay connected to myself, to my body, so I know that what is my limit, right? Because I know me as being, a prior military officer, that I can push myself that I shouldn't, right? Especially dealing with MS. My MS condition does not allow me to be out in the heat. I've heard of people actually passing away from heat exposure when they have MS. So that is something that I'm always aware of. That's why the spring and the summer, I'm always up before the sun even comes up. I won't go out into my garden until the sun comes up, though, because I don't know what goes on out there when the sun is down. Okay. When I come into my home and it's nighttime, I hand the garden over to the creatures, to me out there with them. Right. So I wait until the sun comes up and then I head out into the garden. And usually around 11 noonish is when it starts to get really, really warm here in Texas. And at that time, that's when my shift ends. Okay. So I have to be aware of that. Trish says, I'm well, looking forward to the Wellness Wednesdays. I'm on a journey to get healthy and fit mentally, physically, and nutritionally. Yes, that sounds amazing. That's amazing. You are in the right place. You're in the right places. Okay. Who else do we have? Hi, Odom. We have Odom here. Odom says, hello, Drell. I was doing great until the alarm clock went off at 4 a.m. Ain't that something? Yes. Carrie says, I'm working on my flower garden. Didn't do well with food plants, peppers and tomatoes. They did terrible. Okay. Well, anytime that you need any assistance, myself, I can, give you some pointers. And then we have some amazing gardeners here in the chat this morning. We have G Mama Grows Hard in the Garden. That's not just her name. She really lives up to it. So you can, I'm sure she won't mind if you ask her any questions. We have the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. These are pillars in the garden community here on YouTube. So if you need any help, any assistance, you have any questions, if I can't help you, I definitely, can point you in the right direction. We also have Odom. He's a great gardener as well. Odom's Homestead. Um, let's see, Fresh and Fire as well. So it's an abundance of people here in the comments that can help you with that, Carrie. So don't think you're alone and that you're just in this thing by yourself. We are all in this together, because at the end of the day, the whole purpose of growing our own food is that we're not at the mercy of the grocery store, right? Because the grocery store, they don't care about us. They don't care about us. Whatever they put on the shelves is what they put on the shelf. Sprayed with herbicides, pesticides, things like that. So don't give up on trying to grow your own food. Do not give up. Okay, keep trying. And I know it can be frustrating, but it's so worth it. It will be so worth it at the end. I promise you that. So let's see what the comments say. Okay. All right, let's go. I missed a lot. Okay, so after Carrie said she was working on her garden, everyone's speaking to each other. Thank you all again for being here. Hi, Frugal Mama. Thank you for being here. Yes, Nikki, I will be sharing some food recipes, and eventually I also of me doing different things in the kitchen. But yes, I will be discussing food choices. Um, of course, we will talk about, how our plate should look when we sit down and eat our food. I refer to that as we should be eating the rainbow, meaning that we should have multiple colors on our plate, not just one or two colors. And they should always be bright, vibrant colors, right? So then we have Fresh and Fire. She says, they said, it's two of them. They're a beautiful married couple, you guys. She says, or they say, this is an on-time message, sis. I couldn't find my keys this morning and felt that BP going up. Oh, I understand. I stopped and said, it's away and let it go. Instantly felt better. Yes. See, you already have the idea. You already have it. And that was great. Because sometimes when we're in the heat of the moment of being upset, even if it's something just like you said, misplacing your keys, or the dog is, doing things that they shouldn't be doing, or anything that could frustrate us through the day. It's always important to stop and breathe and tell ourselves it's going to be okay, right? Because at the end of the day, your health is what matters. Your wellness is what matters, and we want to keep our stress levels down. Definitely. That is very, very important. So thank you for that, Fresh and Fire. Over here. Oh, I'm still talking about that disrespectful clock. Yes. So Carrie, G Mama, she's saying that she will definitely help you out. So you can inbox her or you can ask here. I have no problems with you guys communicating, asking questions. Even if it's not pertaining to this topic, because at the beginning and end of the day, I am a gardener, so I understand. Let's go down, see who else is in. I did. I did too, Nikki. I did too. I did too. That was a very, very long time. It was hard for me to comprehend that. That why would they be serving us food that they know is not good for our. But then I had to realize it's all about money. They don't care who eats it, who doesn't eat it, long as they get that green. That's all they care about. And we're just another commodity to them. So for that, we have to take our own health into our hands. So that's very important for us to do. Okay. Yes, G Mama. Yes. So, do you guys have any questions for me? Hi Tixie. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. She says that she's here and will be listening. Thank you. So, yes, welcome, Carrie, to the gardening community. Just reading the comments. I'm just trying to catch up with what you guys are saying. But as I mentioned earlier, March this month is MS awareness, you guys. So this Wednesday and then the following Wednesdays that will be here in March, I will be talking about some things about MS. It won't be the complete, live, but I will touch on those topics. I see a question. Carrie asks, how did you start your journey? Okay, so um plant-based eating for me started about 2 years, about a year and some months after I was diagnosed with MS. I noticed that after I was diagnosed, that when I would eat the regular type of food that I was eating, that it would make me feel worse. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, my diet was horrible. It was horrible. Um, First of all, my entire life setup was horrible, during that time. If you guys don't know my story, at this time when I was diagnosed with MS, I was married to a narcissist. And so I was going through, dealing with him and all the things that he brought to me and dealing with my own things too. Once I was able to get rid of him and that negative energy, I was able to finally focus on me and to figure out what I needed, right? Because my entire life, I've always taken care of people. I've always put people before me, always, 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 always. And this marriage was no different. And he knew that, and he would take advantage of that. So I had to remove him in order for me to focus on me. So once he's gone, now I can focus on make myself better. At this time, I still was walking with a cane. I still had stinking thinking, about myself, about my situation. I just was not in the place that I am today, right? And um, I considered changing my diet, long before I got rid of him. But as long as he was there, he was not going to allow me to get better, if that make any sense to you guys. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with narcissists, but uh they will rob you of your soul if you let them, especially if you are an empath. If you're really empathic, and they can sense that, they feed on positivity. They feed on your energy, on your positive energy, but they give you back negativity, right? So I had to get rid of that. So once I did that and I was able to finally focus on me, as I said before, I had someone that was in my life over 20 years ago return back to my life. And that person, when she was in my life 20 plus years ago, she set a huge, huge example for me. Um, and I'm so grateful for her to this day. She knows this. I've told her many times, and she's in the chat, and so I'm going to say it again. She put a lot of um right? And it was no different when we reconnected 20 years later. So once I was able to focus on me, and then I had this beautiful soul come back into my life, which she had healed herself from heart failure, right? She had congenitive heart disease. Well, she was entering into congenitive heart disease. And the doctors gave her, ultimatums, or you need to do this, you need to do that, whatever the case may be. And she took her own health into her hands, and she healed herself, right? And so when me and her reconnected and she told me her story, I was so touched by it. And it just, all the lights just came on for me. And I was like, that's it. Not just my mind, my spirit, my body, my environment, but I've got to change what I'm eating. I've got to change what I'm eating, right? What I'm putting into my vessel. That's a huge, huge thing for anyone. And if many of you have been in any of the lives that I've been in before, I've always said that if you find that you have inflammation in your body, look at what you're eating. Look at what we're putting in our mouths, right? Any type of inflammation, any type of aggravation, even, do you guys realize that even some foods affect our moods as well? Once I realized all of this and all the pieces put together, it made so much sense. It made so much. I'm always going to be grateful to her for taking those chances on herself, right? By healing herself. And yes, it's not easy. It's not easy to back away from the fried chicken, or the, catfish po' boys, you know what I'm saying? Or that big bowl of seafood gumbo that we grew up on, right? But at the end of the day, we've got to choose ourselves. We've got to choose ourselves. And I'm not saying, never indulge in those foods that you love, that you grew up on. I'm not saying that at all. But that is something that we should not be eating every day. What I am saying is that we should be aware. Just be aware of what you're putting into your vessel. So that is how I got started with plant-based eating. Once she told me her story and I began to, do my own, I began to do a lot of things different. Fast forward 6 months later, well, not even 6 months, like 3 to 4 months later, I came across this class with the Cornell University. It's the Cornell University, but it's online, so it's called Cornell. And that's where I was able to get my certificate in plant-based nutrition. And that Now, when I went in, I already had experience, right, with choosing the foods and everything. But that class, and it was only a 7-week class, but that class gave me more insight into why choose plant-based eating. And it talks about, it went into the reasons why vegetables and fruits are nuts so much better for our bodies versus the things that are made in a lab or, so that's what started my plant-based eating. I got certified in plant-based nutrition. Fast forward, maybe 3 months later, I decided that I wanted to become a holistic health coach where I can learn not just these techniques for myself, but I can help others as well. In between that is where when I became a crystal healer as well. So if you guys haven't seen, seen a lot of my videos and everything where you actually can see me, I'm always wearing some type of crystal. I do believe in crystal healing. I believe that all crystals carry energy, and it's all in how you use it, and so I do believe that with the combination of my certification in becoming a holistic health coach has pushed me to the level that I am right now. And so that is the reason why I am starting Wellness Wednesdays. I want to share my knowledge with you guys. Um, I'm not the type of person where I want to keep all the knowledge to myself. What's the point, right? I feel like a part of my journey here on this earth is to help others. It's to help women, men, anyone, to help anyone that is willing to put forth the effort for themselves. And I'm here to back you up and give you the advice and give you the motivation that we all need. So, Wellness Wednesdays. Let me get to the comments. I see that there's a lot going on. Yes, if you guys didn't know, yes, I was talking about Unique Bay. She has healed herself of congestive heart failure. I was saying congenitive. Congestive heart failure is healed. This woman works out every day. Every day. She's at the gym. She's riding her bike. She's doing Zumba classes. She is getting it in, okay? And as I stated, she's always been that type of example for me. Um, some things I have taken and ran with them. She says that a lot. She'll say, yeah, you started with me, but then you took it and ran it and made it your own. So I'll always be grateful for her, to her, for her, for her story, for her experience, and just who she is in general. So let's get back to the comments. Yes, Tampa, we're going to address. I didn't even know you was in here. Hi, Tampa. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. I truly appreciate you so very much. I'm so sorry I didn't see you come in, but thank you for being here. Tampa says she has lots of information. So we will definitely be talking about that as well. Things that you can do to help get rid of that information, ways that you can avoid getting information. We're going to talk about all of that. G Mama says her motto is heal thyself. no matter what they, no matter what they say, you can heal yourself. Fresh and Fire says those narcissists will suck you dry and not even think twice about it. Oh, yes, ma'am. So glad you're rid of them and healing. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so very much. You have no idea, well, maybe you do, of the things that I had to deal with that and having to deal with my own sickness at the same time. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful that I'm still here to tell the story. I always say, and I always, pray this, that I want to be an example for someone, right? All the things that I've dealt with throughout my life, I'm so open to telling my story because my purpose here is to help others of any part of my life. And I'm just grateful that I'm still here in my right mind, right? A little bit anyway. Okay. So Unique and OCD is talking. Hi, JK Gardner. Thank you for being here. I'm not going to hold you guys long. Just going through the comments right now. Look, Unique Base says she's on her bike right now as we speak. Get it, girl. Be careful. Have fun. Oh, okay. Odom says his wife went through congestive heart failure as well. Is she doing well now? She's better? So she went through, so she must be done with it. And that's amazing. Thankful for that. Yeah, so that's our timer. And what else? So okay, so yeah, be careful, Tampa. Be careful driving. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate you being here once again, like I said. So it is 11:38, you guys. I'm actually 8 minutes over the time that I was supposed to be on here. But I hope that something that I said today will allow you guys to come back next week, right? Before I leave, I'm going to give you guys an assignment. So for next week, we will be discussing okay, so let's do this. So I'm going to give you guys a small assignment next week. Don't you leave, G Mama. Don't leave. So next week, when we return, we're going to be discussing what nourishes us, right? So my question is to you guys, what nourishes you? So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about it. And if you can, I want you to write some things down so that when we come back next week, we can talk about them. So once again, the question is, what nourishes you? So when you think of the word nourish, right? That's what I want you to focus on. What do you feel nourishes you in your life, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, right? In your surroundings, in your family? Anything that you feel that nourishes you. Have those thoughts. Write down those notes so we can talk about it. Next week, we're also going to be talking about primary foods. And primary talking about what's on our plate. When I say primary foods, I'm talking about, once again, what nourishes us. Primary foods, when you think of foods, I'm talking about your community, your family, your spirituality, if you're religious, your religion. That's what I mean by primary foods. We're also going to be talking about the circle of life. And we're also going to be talking about secondary food methods. So when I mention secondary foods, I'm actually talking about what's on your plate. So that's when we're going to get into eating the rainbow, helping with the inflammation in our bodies and things like that. So we'll get more into that. But I'm so glad to have you guys here with me. It was just today was just an introduction of what's to come. I was able to say something today that will allow you all to tune back in with me and to bring a friend with you, right? Because sharing is caring. And this is for anybody. It's not just women, it's for anybody, you know. So happy Wednesday, you guys. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Thank you all for coming in and spending these moments with me. I look forward. Yes, please email me. Email me, Tampa. Yes, do that. Yes. I look forward to having more of these discussions with you all. I really do appreciate the conversation that you guys were actually talking back with me. So I don't feel like I'm just talking and no one's listening. So I really appreciate the interaction. Um, so just think about what I said as far as the assignment for next week. But until then, you guys, be sure to be amazing. Be sure to love yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, you matter. We all do. We all do. And with that being said, I'm going to say, have a great day, you guys, and happy gardening.